Today, we're going to be taking a look at doing a POD EDI export. So go to EDI, Data Export, and then Proof of Delivery. And then what we can do is select to create a new rule, enter in our rule name, and then we can select our export framework from either an email, FTP, printer, web service, or SMS. We will be selecting email. We can then select to create the rule. And then as you can see, our rule details will appear on the right hand side. So we have our trigger period, we have our limit exports, and then we have our export framework again. We can click on the settings of this export framework, and as you can see, this has already been filled in. We have our email to, which is where this will always go to. We have our email subject, which has the consignment number automatically generated. Then we also have our send to customer contact, which has been sent to general. We can also send to the sender and receiver emails and the consignment creator as well. We can go to our email body and enter in any sort of information that we need to put in. And we can select to validate, which will validate any code that we put in. We can select to then update and look at our export file type. So what we'll do is we can just select basic CSV/Excel and go to the settings button. And once you get the pop-up, you can see here we have a range of settings. So our main settings that we want to focus on is send consignment image, send signature image, and send other associated images. So these will now send any images that are attached to the POD. We can select to update and now change this to none. So even though that we have the file type set to none, those settings of images being sent will maintain in the background. So now let's apply this rule with a data filter. We can put in customer name equals unified logistics, and then we can simply select to add rule. And then once we've applied this data filter, there is another data filter that you need to take into consideration, and this would be POD type. In POD type, we can have rejected, sign on paper, check address, and this is just the type of POD that your driver has done. However, you can also select to put not equal to, which means you can exclude certain types of PODs. And that is how you do a POD EDI export. Thank you for watching.